We're here at Volkswagen BGC on 28th Street, Bonifacio Global City to talk more about getting the most out of every drop of fuel. As a brand, Volkswagen is known the world over for developing some of the most fuel-efficient cars. Although we could all wish we could buy a fuel-efficient car to drive every day, this isn't the end-all when it comes to getting more out of every drop. I'll let you in on a little secret. Any car can be fuel-efficient. Today, I'll show you some tips on how to maximize that tank of gas each and every time.
The most obvious tip is to keep track of your fuel mileage. We've often said that a car is matipid given how far we go between fill-ups in a week. But this is a poor indicator of fuel efficiency. The easiest way is to do the full tank method. Simply fill up your car's tank completely until the nozzle automatically stops. Zero your trip meter and then calculate how far you can go before having to refill again. For instance, if you're traveling 100 kilometers and consume 20 liters during the next fill-up, you know that 100 divided by 20 is 5, so the car's mileage is 5 kilometers per liter. Modern cars are equipped with a trip computer. You can use this to your advantage. Simply scroll through the menu and reset the fuel consumption readout each time you fuel up.
Next would be to determine the correct type of fuel you should put in your car. There are constant debates, the pros and cons with regards to putting a premium type of fuel in your car, but here's a tip. Just consult your owner's manual. If it says 91 octane, then there's no reason for you to go 95 or 98.
Third, check your tire pressure. And when we mean checking, we don't mean just in the visual sense. Make it a part of your weekly routine to check your car's tire pressure using a proper gauge and compare it to the recommended tire pressure indicated in your owner's manual. For those who are into weekend outdoor activities, it's good practice to actually ditch that roof rack during the weekday. It penalizes your car's fuel efficiency in two ways. First, because of the added weight, it reduces your car's fuel efficiency. Second, it also increases your car's drag. In some instances, removing the roof rack can make your car 15% more fuel efficient.
Weight and drag are ultimately the main enemies of fuel efficiency. So if you have unnecessary things inside your trunk, it's always best to remove them. Hey, you don't need 10 umbrellas at any given time, right?
Also, resist the temptation to modify your car. Adding 3 spoilers will not add downforce on your car, it will just increase the drag. The same goes for most aftermarket rims, especially if you're slapping on a set that's 2 to 3 times larger than stock. If you must modify your car, then go for those that will make it lighter. Also worth noting that stickier tires, like high-performance ones, will give you better handling at the expense of fuel efficiency. If you want a car that goes the distance, go for tires with low rolling resistance. Finally, keep your car in good shape. It's been emphasized countless of times that having a more fuel-efficient car starts with one that's well-maintained. Today, I'm reiterating that fact once more. Have your car religiously serviced at the prescribed intervals. This varies from every 5,000 to every 10,000 kilometers. Always consult your owner's manual to find out when your car needs to be serviced.
While on the road, there's some things you can actually do to improve your fuel efficiency. First and foremost is you have to plan your route. If your route takes you to somewhere where you know there's a lot of traffic like BGC or Makati, maybe it's a good way just to leave your car. If you can't avoid driving, then you have to plan your route that takes you through the shortest route or the least traffic possible. We have apps like Waze to determine which, or the MMDA app for example, that lets you know which areas of the city is congested with traffic and you can avoid them altogether. Also, if you find yourself in BGC, I think it's a better idea just to park your car in one spot and then just walk through the entire afternoon through different errands. That way, not only are you saving on gas, but at the same time getting some exercise. Number 2 is that always look ahead. If you're treating the route as if it were your personal drag strip, then that's not gonna work. You're just wasting fuel. The key here is to be as smooth as possible with your gas inputs. You have to use your brakes sparingly. If possible, just coast. And then if you see, for example, the need to stop, then just tap on your brakes slightly. The moment you jab on your brakes at the last minute, that means again, you are wasting fuel.
If you must coast, coast in gear and not in neutral. Cars nowadays shut off the fuel supply to the engine if you coast in gear. If you put it in neutral, the car actually consumes some fuel to keep it running. Next, air conditioning is a godsend invention that keeps us comfortable. But don't keep on blasting the AC in full, as this can tax the engine. Choose a temperature that's actually comfortable and keep it that way. Finally, if you find yourself stuck in traffic for a long time, shut off the engine. Avoiding excess idling can save you some fuel.
If you follow some of the tips I mentioned, instead of doing nothing special, you should see to expect an improvement of 10 to 15%. You can keep on burning money, but by following these simple tips, you can actually see less trips to the pump. I hope these tips help. And of course, if you find your car still doesn't get an improvement, it may be time for a change.
Okay guys, that's it for Saturday morning here on Wheels TV. I'm Mateo Riccelli again.
I am Angel Rivero.
Philippines, see you guys next week every Saturday, 10 in the morning. This has been Wheels TV!
Bye guys!
Bye guys!